I just watched Francis Ford Coppola's first movie, Megalopolis, since 2011, and let me tell you, I have some thoughts. The first of which is this is the worst movie of the year. And yes, this is the year when Madam Web came out. This shit is some of the most pretentious garbage I have ever seen in my entire life. If you had asked me, is this movie directed by the guy who made The Godfather and Apocalypse Now, or is this made by Tommy Wiseau, who directed The Room, and I had not had any information about the movie or anything else beforehand, I would honestly think that this was made by Tommy Wiseau. And you know what? I'm all about passion projects. I love following your dreams. This had been something that Coppola wanted to make for literal decades. No studio would finance it. We see now why. But he made this movie with the profits that he had from his wineries. And you know what? I guess I don't think the goal for him was to make money. I think he was like, you know what? This has been my magnum opus that I wanted to make for years, and I'm finally making it. And boy did he make some. I brought up Madam Web before. That's a bad movie, but it's a fun movie. It's a movie that I was laughing at while I was watching it. This movie is terrible, and it has some very cringy dialogue you can laugh at for like a second. Like there's that clip that's gone viral about the club and the Emersonian mind and all that shit. But like it's not that really, it's not a so bad it's good movie. It's just kind of like, it just sucks a lot. Every decision made in this movie was pretty much wrong. It felt like there was no plan, there was no script. He just kind of had this idea for a movie, a world that he wanted to create, and this self-insert, Mary Sue character, the Adam Driver character, Caesar Catalina, who, by the way, one of the worst character names of all time, is supposed to be Francis Ford Coppola, who's going to come and save the world through his new vision of cinema, and he's going to tear down the old one. And it's just like this fucking, Anne Ryan fucking just bullshit. The plot of this movie is ludicrous. There's something that happens at the midpoint that should have been the start of the movie. It should have been the inciting incident, but that just speaks to just how things will just happen in this movie, and characters will address it, and then something else will happen, and then the characters will address that, and it's nonsense. It's ridiculous. It's just people spouting gobbledygook. It's just actors improvising whatever. Adam Driver was doing Hamlet to warm up, and they left in the movie because they're like, that sounds cool, and nothing makes any sense. It is truly a viewing experience that I almost walked out of. And I usually don't like to be this mean with movies, especially when they're big passion projects that someone clearly cares about. But Francis Ford Coppola has just been very, very kind of annoying in all of this. He said he was intentionally casting canceled actors so he didn't seem like one of these Hollywood liberals or something like that. And, it leads to performances from Shia LaBeouf where he has no eyebrows, standing on a stump that is a Nazi swastika for some reason. I don't even know why that was in there. He created a letterbox just so that he could rate his own movie 5 stars. So you know what? I kind of don't care. Like, this movie, it fucking blows, man. And don't watch it. Don't watch it. That's all. Oh, but Aubrey Plaza is actually kind of great in this.